Back, the National Credit Regulator has warned consumers to spend wisely and to think about the money they'll need in January, as it's just around the corner. Those fortunate enough to receive a 13th cheque or a bonus have been urged to rather use their bonus to pay off their debts and create long-term investments.
The festive season is upon us, and retailers are doing their best to urge consumers to part with their hard-earned cash. Experts say they should plan their trips to the mall, have a budget and stick to it. And instead of buying expensive presents, consumers are urged to set up a savings fund and put away an amount for their loved ones each Christmas. Consumers should also keep track of their spending this festive season and be wary of pay only after 3 months deals. This is the best time to also prioritize paying off debt with the highest interest rate.
If you've got short-term debt like in credit cards, that is probably your most expensive debt. So apply your bonus to your credit cards first and try and get those under control. You know, if you haven't got a credit card and you've got an overdraft, your next allocation will be to your overdraft. It's probably your second most expensive debt. And then after that, if you have a bond, then put your bonus into your bond. I know it doesn't bring Christmas cheer, but it really is the most effective way of utilizing your bonus.
A tax-free savings account is just one of the savings vehicles that consumers can have to create a nest egg for themselves. Allocating a portion of their savings to this vehicle will help to grow money quickly.
A lot of people don't understand that you've got a tax-free savings account in a bank, but you can create a tax-free savings investment, which can be a unit trust portfolio, which is offered by the major asset management businesses and long-term life insurance companies. And the difference between the two is often what you're earning in the tax-free savings account at the bank is interest, and it is slightly lower than what you would get if you were investing in a unit trust portfolio, where you are able to create whatever portfolio you want, where you'll be getting potentially returns much higher than a bank account, much higher than inflation, depending on what your risk profile might actually be.
Consumers are also urged to create an emergency fund which should total at least 6 months of their annual salary. This will prevent them from using credit when they are experiencing financial difficulties.
One of the things that gets people into debt in the first place is the fact that they don't have an emergency fund. When that car breaks down, when that accident comes and you have to pay the excess on your insurance, when the geyser breaks down and you're not fully covered, when somebody passes away in the family and you have to get money quickly. That's how a lot of people get themselves into debt. So if you can allocate about 10%, at least 10% of your money to start creating that emergency fund that is going to stop you from going back into that cycle of debt, that will be a very good idea.
Allocating a portion of their bonus towards paying school fees will give those with school-going children peace of mind come January. And buying stationery and school uniforms now will help reduce expenditure at the beginning of the new year.
The education is about the best thing we can give our kids. It's probably the only thing we can give our kids. So we need to, as one of our priority expenses, put money aside for our children's education.
Experts say that this is not the best time to start planning a holiday, and that you should start planning for a December holiday earlier in the year. However, experts agree that allocating a portion of your bonus towards pampering yourself will help motivate you to spend the money wisely. Naledi Mulifi, SABC News, Johannesburg.